let's see here. Gotta move this over because it's in the way. There we go. There we go. There we go. Paper towel, paper towel. There's that. There's this. So get my camera ready. Oh yeah, a little stream thing here. We need some music. How's everybody going on? Or how's everybody doing? I guess I should say. How's life? Welcome on another Tuesday. Tuesday fun day. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Let's get some music going here. Let's see. Look at Tansky. I am doing just fabulous. Fabulous. Looking for ski stream. No. Looking for a playlist that I had. Wubba dubba dub dub. Buzz Gothic. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, man. Thank you so much. And it's awesome. Appreciate it. We are working on getting some little icons or emojis, whatever you want to call them. We're working on that one still, so that is a work in progress. Where is my list? Made for you, recently played. There we go. We're gonna do that, and then we'll get that going. Hopefully that's not too loud. Got that going. That looks good. That looks good. I can close that down. Keep that open. All right. All right. Buzz Gothic. Buzz Gothic. Interesting name. Hopefully the music's not too loud. So now I got going. All right. So today. I'm gonna work on some more of this tower. I'm gonna do a little bit of paint up top while I work on finishing up the sides of it. So we will get going on that. Let's see here. So I did like the idea of doing some kind of like a greenish or whatever on the top. So we are gonna do black green and see how this looks on some of this real quick. So all the paints I'm using are Pro Crew Monument Hobby Pro Crew. This is their black green paint right now. Tuesday, man. Second day of the week. Couple drops in there. Need some of that. Bust out some. We'll do some transparent black. Maybe black. I don't know. Transparent black, maybe. Could add some trend of black to it. Oh, some dark green. Aha. Dark camel green too. Put that on the side of it. Put this over here. So if you can see, I've been doing some different palette work. So I actually have my palette. Let's zoom in on this real quick. Move my light over. There we go. Switch the camera. So if you see, I have black green here. And then the camo green, dark camo green off to the side. So you can already see it, how it's already sitting side by side, right? And then I'm gonna add just some camel green on top of that. Switch between synthetic and stables. Okay, so come on. Just a couple drops onto the side. And see, what I'm doing is just creating my mix. So when I blend, I've been learning to blend better, but I have a weird way of doing it now, I guess. And then my favorite color is jade. This is jade. This is amazing. Amazing color, and you'll see. Look at that. It's just beautiful, right? So I'm gonna take my, let's do a number 2. On number 2, I'm gonna paint, pull this out some, about up there, pull my palette over, pull this guy over here. So we've got this stuff, and people are saying we should do some kind of like a green or something on here, like a dark green or stony green or whatever. So we're gonna test that out. We're gonna use bit of mixture here. So we're gonna just paint some dark green and stuff on the flames here. And you can already see my blend with the dark green and then the light green underneath it just by doing what I did with the paint. So you can already kind of see it. You can see the green coming out, right? Just paint some flames. See how this green sits. Yep, just get some color on there. Paint. Grab some. Let's see here. To mix up. Let's see how. What's going on, Commander Man? How you doing? Thanks for the follow, man. Thank you so much. Just painting away, man. Just painting away. Thank you for the. Let's see, what was that? What was that? Thank you for the following. So I had an alert go off, and I don't know what happened. Don't know what that was, but we will see. I don't know what that was. Still working on getting some of the effects and stuff right. I did just hit affiliation last night, thanks to everybody, and so now we're just continue on, man. All the support has been amazing since I got all the equipment I needed and the people supporting it, and you know, so it's been awesome. Let's see here. Alright, so let's see here. So we've got, let's do. So I'm not sure what green. We're just gonna we're messing with the greens right now, and so it's all wet. I'm really loving Jade more. That's just me. Make sure you can see me. Yeah, there we go. Try to get some blending going in here. I don't know how this is gonna look how it's gonna look with this jade just kind of smashing the ends a little bit, and the edges. Clean my brush off a little bit. Grab some more jade with some green in there. I'm doing is trying to highlight the ends a little bit. And the music does help. Right now, this actually soundtrack is really good. This is from my buddy Brian. We actually listened to this playlist on Spotify while we're board gaming. So you don't hear it as much because there's a lot of us talking and whatnot. Man, painting with this, there's a really good beat to it. So let's see here. Got some more turquoise on the other side, real quick. Hoping this blends really well. And of course it's not going to look like this. This is just my base colors. I'm going to actually weather it quite a bit with stuff. Like stone. Like a stone-ish maybe. Well, possibly. I haven't really decided yet. But how was everybody's Monday and their Tuesday? Hopefully everybody's being safe and smart. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Brush off a little bit. Do the same thing to the other flame. So start with this. What's going on, Brianna Braden? Go get some of that green going there. Do the other side real quick. Let's do. Now I have this going live on Facebook Live, and it says I'm gaming, but there's no like streaming non-gaming, so I'm not actually gaming, but it's a Warhammer game, and I probably played it, so I'm just using it as a placeholder. Too much. Zoom out just a hair. Let's see here. Sorry, get back in the light here. Go. Trying to stream on the TV, but okay, I'll try that, see if it works. Be back ASAP. Okay. Whatever you were trying, cool. Hopefully it works. Alright. Let's not try and clear my brush. Grab some turquoise. I'm really liking the turquoise. Especially mixing up with some greens, just for the highlights, for the edges. So hopefully it dries out, and then I'm going to put some transparent green on top of that. Dun, 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 dun. See, the other one's dry. Let's grab some transparent green. Do some transparent green on this. Try to water it down more, actually. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clear my brush some. There we go. Oh, beautiful. So that's transparent green. Let me see. See that this one right here? That's transparent green. And it looks like I might be, covering it all, right? The different blending, but this will help just tie the greens together. Should at least, right? We'll see. Worst case scenario, I prime it black or paint black over top of it. Go back to a different color, right? Easy fix. Easy peasy fix. So there we go. Tie that in. It's drying. The other one's still wet, but let's use it anyway. Grab some, put it in the middle of my palette, wet it down, because I don't want it. I want it as wet as I want it really wet. Dry it off with my thumb. Of course, this will be covered with the observatory when I'm done, when I'm using it, but it's okay. Like I said, I always want to paint everything. So there's that. Let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, so what's going to happen while it's drying? So this sits over top of it anyway. So you won't see it unless I take it off, but it's okay. So that's drying. Let's get this wood on here. Let's get some, let's do some dark, what's it, dark brown? Dark golden brown. Let's throw some dark golden brown on the wood stuff real quick. It's going, man. How's it going with you, Rayzilla? Thanks for following, man. Appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for stopping by and following. That is awesome. Let's get some dark yellow, or is it dark yellow brown? Yeah, dark golden brown. Sorry, golden brown. We're gonna do some dark golden brown while the green's drying. Going good. Just keep working on my Citadel ski here. Eventually we'll get out of this tower and we'll move on to the bigger structure. But we will see. How long that will take, right? How long? You never know. You never know. We will see. But how's everybody else? Like, how's everybody week's going, man? How's it going? How's the weather? How's the environment? How's wherever you guys are at? You know, you have any questions, concerns? You know, let me know. I'll see if I can answer. I don't know if I'll be able to. Again, I am not a pro painter. I'm just a guy that knows how to what paint something. He paints what he can when he can. Of course, I've gotten better over the years. I'm still working on the channel. Like I said, I just got affiliation last night, so we're working on a bunch of things for the channel. But yeah, sitting here just painting the city. Still, that's good. Good. Been painting underworld stuff. All right, what have you been painting, man? Oh, the ghouls, man. They're pretty nasty, huh? I've been playing the Underworlds online on Steam, and I think me and another individual are going to be using it and doing a tournament, a virtual tournament with prize support. I'm not 100% sure when we're doing it. We tested it between the program we use and the a couple participants, because we're going to do main deck. So you'll pick a race, and you can't modify the deck, so you get the base deck no matter who you play, right? And yeah, it worked out. We had 6 people to test out the program and everything, and 2 of them, no, 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them were new to it. And it turned out really well. It was really late at night too. Like, we didn't get done to like midnight, and I think the games will go quick once people understand how to use the interface. Which would be great. But yeah, I think they did a good job on the game. The interface is kind of wonky in some aspects. Awesome. I'll let you guys know, because I think we're going to be doing looking at doing a group style tournament once we do the first one, where we'll have a Houston group, we'll have a San Antonio group, we'll have a the 4 main cities, right? Give me a second. I'm trying to read something here. Blah 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 blah. And then within the cities, they'll rank up in the cities in the program, right? In the group, and whoever's the top, like say top 3 in the group, will go into the next bracket, and then we'll just start playing people from out of the city. So maybe throw up a donation bar for people to donate whatever amount they can to help pay for prize support if need be, depending on how many people. When we do the bigger bracket, right, like buy-ins. And then what we'll do is when they buy in, that money, whoever wins, will get their address, and then we'll just send the prize support to their address. And of course, only the organizers, myself and somebody else, will only have that information. So that will not go out to the public. But yeah, man, it's with the crazy times, man, we got to find innovative ways to have fun, right? So it's awesome. Kind of worried with the direction with the tabletop game, because they haven't been really, not a lot going on with it. I mean, I know we still have brutes coming out for the orcs, but I figured they'd be doing some newer stuff instead of some reduns, like have some newer factions out there, right? So we got that on there. We got the door. Let that dry real quick. There was some paint in these doors. And we've got what, a couple other things in Age of Sigmar still coming out. We've got the giant army, and we've got the pointy elves, the Teclis's elves, still to come out, right? Go. So many people waiting for that faction. I wish they would do 2 factions at once. 2 brand new armies at once. Yes, it would saturate the spending a little bit. They might not make as much money sales wise, but it'd be like Underworlds, man. You come out with 2 factions in Underworlds, and you have things to pick out of. Everybody, it's not everybody playing and buying into one army, right? So paint the doors up real quick. Well, the wood in the doors. What else we want? So getting that painted up. There we go. There we go. So we got that still drying. We got that green coming out. So I think that green really looks really good. So once I do the stonework up on top, and then tie that green into the stonework, I think that's really gonna. That green's gonna get faded down, but it's gonna come out. I think it's gonna be really good. And the cool thing too, like I said, you're not gonna see it because this goes on top of it, or I have the bastion that goes over top of it. So you'll see it if the bastion's up, the walls for the bastions, right? So. So let's see here. So we got the doors drying now. See here. Let's try. Okay, actually, we can get some. Let's get some bronze. Some bronze, I think. Actually, copper. Copper. Bronze.
Just got rated. Yeah, let me get some hype on stream.
Hold on, real quick.
4.
Copper. Here we go. So that change some stuff up. There we go. Excellent. Just that's streaming much better, but we have to comment from here. Comment from here. Okay. Good. You guys having any storms up there, Angel or Brianna? Let's get some of this bronze going on here. Or make copper. We're gonna use some copper. And like I said, this is all just base colors right now, so. There we go. Love the copper. Copper's so bright. Gotcha, Brianna, gotcha. Or Angel, sorry. Gotcha, Angel. So that copper really brings out, it's really bright. Some of the best metallic paints on the market. long as we can watch one account and comment on the other. That's working much. Okay, excellent. There we go. So we go. We'll go in this angle to make sure we hit whatever parts I didn't hit. Little door up on top of the keep here. See something. Oops, I get some on that too. The other side. So I'm doing is just painting the edge of this barding. Trying my hardest not to get it on the wood paint, but I probably did. Oh, actually, not too bad. Okay, good. There we go. So that's all good. So now we gotta do the copper on the doors here. So far, Frey's still here or not. Let's see here. So what we got going on here. So we've got, so I started off with the Citadel ski. This is the WarScryer Citadel for everybody that's joining or watching. My name's Ski, by the way. Army veteran. Been in the hobby for a while. Now I'm painting. I play video games. I do all kinds of stuff. So right now, been getting all the equipment to start doing my painting streams. Not a pro painter, just a guy paints, right? Here to learn together. But start off with this white. Let's see here. So we start off with this white for the formation, rock formations, right? And so we're using black blue paint from Money Mojave Pro for the skulls and any of the rock fixtures that are not the stones, right? And then we colored the stone with different shades, light shades of color, thinned it down, put on different stones, washed it, and I need to go back and do another light dry brush on all the edges, or even just highlight the edges. And so that's where we are right now. And the doors, and then let's go back out. So a little shiny because of my lights, so I apologize. It looks pretty shiny on my side, so if it's not in yours, that's cool. So we got to do the rest of the brick around this whole tower. Doing the top right now because we did the Citadel, or did the observation tower. So it's black blue with copper, some oxidization, some dark silver and stuff. Some little things I need to fix and finish on this too, but that goes on the top. And then we're working on the little door placements. These are skulls, like window fixtures, or I don't know what you call them, like little indentions with piles of skulls that are going to go in spots where doors are not going to be used on this tower. So let's see here. So we're going to do some more copper. We're going to put some more copper on these doors so they look like that. So on the doors, I need to do this one, but I used some light bronze and I highlighted around some of the bolts and the rivets and stuff. So let's see here. We'll go right here. And if you have any questions, concerns, queries, funnies, jokes, just make sure it is appropriate as best as possible. But please, talk to me. Talk to me. Listen to some music, jam, and painting. Or if you just want to sit back and listen to music that I'm listening to and jam and paint, listen to rattle my myself talking, then that's more than welcome too. God, that metallic paint, man, it's just amazing. Just can't get over it. How smooth this paint is. If you're in the Age of Sigmar and you're looking at if you're not in Texas or if you're out of town, you'd like to go to conventions and stuff. I know a lot of things are not happening, but right now, for the moment, it has not been canceled. It is still going on in Austin in July. Is WarGamesCon. I believe it's the 17th through the 19th at the Renaissance Hotel up north in Austin. There is an Age of Sigmar GT going on. There is a 40K GT going on. We are actually on Friday, for all you hobbyists out there and into Age of Sigmar or just want to paint something, we are doing a actual painting competition on Friday for Age of Sigmar models only. There's 4 categories. There's diorama, there's large, there's small, and then there's the one category everybody I think is going to enjoy. It's the category people can go and join into that have not won, so they have a chance of winning a prize. Because we have a lot of people, good painters, that win a lot of the competitions, right? So, I think we have a young blood too. I think. I'm not 100%. I have to look at that packet again. I should know this by heart, right? I mean, we're doing that Friday. We're doing some grudge match games on Friday. We're doing army paint judging on Friday. So we can not have to do it during the weekdays. Or the weekend, during the tournament itself, if we can help it. Oh, my hands aren't that steady. It's just practice, Angel. It's just practice. Just practice. So yeah, if you in the area and you figure out, hey, you want to do some Age of Sigmar or whatever, just come stop by WarGamesCon. I will be there. We will be streaming at our judges table. I'll be recording to put on YouTube. Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. Try to get some interviews on if we get some game companies out there. I don't know who's actually gonna be out there vendoring or whatnot, so we might get out there and get some interviews with some hobbyists, maybe some pro painters if they show up. The organizers, who knows, Awesome. So yeah, that copper paint is just amazing. This metallic paint is amazing. And I've been uploading all my videos on part 1 until this is done up on my YouTube. Feel free to stop by, subscribe if you want. No, not necessary, but you can if you want. Just to show the progress. I want something that, to be able to replay or show people or whatnot, like the progress we do with whatever we do on stream, right? Thank you for the flying. Star is 501, man. Thank you for joining. Thanks for following. I appreciate it so much. I really do. Hope everything's going good in your side of the world, wherever that is in this world. Like I said, I'm only going to 8:30. I'm not gonna be doing hour and a half streams for painting. There will be times where I will be doing some gaming, and I will try to be as friendly as possible. Streaming like World of Tanks, Heroes of the Storm. Might even do some streaming of World of Warcraft. I don't know. Trials of Mana. I don't know. We'll see what's out there. I have so many games I can load up and play and stream, right? So with the Copper 2, I'm not worried about getting super detailed. If there's missing paint, it's okay. Warhammer fan, always looking for pointers in painting, man. Well, hey, painting takes time, but you have to have the right tools for the job. I've learned how to paint twice. Well, kind of 3 times if you really think about it. And each time I've painted differently, way differently, right? Like I said, I'm not a pro painter. That is not me. That will never probably be me. I just like to paint and I learn. But it's getting the right tools for the right job, for the right purpose. We hear that in life all the time, right? Learning techniques, but you have to keep trying techniques. You can't just like expect to know what you're doing right away. You have to be able to fail. You have to be able to progress. But for instance, like product-wise, paints and brushes, man. Once you find what you enjoy using, you'll that will help dramatically. Just in general, and I'm not going to talk bad about other companies or other products, but the products you use definitely change the way you paint. For instance, there's different paints out there. Of course, you got Games Workshop paint, you've got Game Model, you got Vallejo, you've got Scale 75, all these different paints, right? I'm actually using Monument Hobbies Pro Acrylic set. I have one of these days I'll get my camera and I can show you my like little hobby area one of these days or whatever. But my old pictures, I have all the Games Workshop paints, every single one. I've switched to Monument Hobby paints because they just work better for me. The pigments, the way that flows, but I also had to learn how to say that 10 times fast. I had to learn how to repaint, or I had to learn to paint again. How's that? Yeah, gosh. Just by changing products, brushes are a big deal. Now, okay, with brushes, let's talk about that. Growing up, I did not have the money to buy brushes, good brushes. Everyone's like, oh, brush, $40 here, $80 here, $400 here, whatever. Yeah, whatever the brushes cost, right? There's all these expensive, like, named brushes that I have no clue about. Like, I'm not an artist, right? Yeah, my Instagram, very cute. My Instagram has a good pics of the past. Yeah, you're right. Good, thank you. You're totally right. Thank you for bringing that up. But I bought a set. I have 2 sets of brushes. I have Monument Hobbies igniters, which are sables, Kolinsky sables. And I have another set that are their what are they? The deck cord. They're synthetic Kolinsky sables. Mine are from GW paint. Okay. And I have GW brushes. I have other brushes too. And again, I'm in loving their product because they listen to their customers. One of my biggest things, I like supporting companies that want to do things for the people that are spending money for them. So if I say I paint with a black and the black is chalky and the pigment breaks out, or let's just go white, actually. All the white paints. We all know all white paints are horrible. Once I bought, I hate to say this, but the only one white paint that I enjoy the most now is Bold Titanium White from Monument Hobby. It doesn't chalk up. It doesn't clog and nothing like that. The other pots have gotten pretty decent. But hey, it's up to whoever wants to use whatever they want to use, whatever they're comfortable using or they can afford. Obviously, that was a big factor. But it's there's more to it, right? There's more to the hobby. Like, do the hobby because you enjoy to do the hobby. Support the company, whatever company you want to support. Don't let someone convince you to do something that you don't feel comfortable with. For one. And two, if you enjoy enough, you're going to do what you want to do. When you decide to take the jump or the dive and to try something new, hey, go for it, man. Do it with an open mind. Don't let people sway you. I say I'm not biased, and I'm not with a lot of things. But when a good product is a good product, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to try to convince you. I'm going to show you the facts. I'm going to, let you test it out. I'm going to let you, let the product speak for itself, right? And that's what true companies and industry should want, is to have their products speak for themselves. When a product gets to a point where it's unaffordable and nothing's changed, then that's where I have a problem with. But hey, that's life. So we got the tops, all the coppers on the edges done. Oh yeah, always, man. You got to, man. I mean, everybody has their certain amount of friends out there that they trust, right? Like they want you. You're gonna listen to your friends. We all have friends. We all, I have military friends, non-military friends, old school friends, new school friends. Friends around the block, whatever. Excuse me. I gotta get a drink. But they're going to advise you, and you're gonna be like, cool. Let me check it out. And you're gonna check it out and go, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Or you're like, oh my god, you're full of whatever. Doo-doo. You don't know what you're talking about. Something's going to happen. But again, the product's going to be like, bam. All right, so we got some of that dried. Let's do Hercules. Let's see here. Let's get some texture put into this area. See if that will focus. Yep, it did. All right, awesome. All I'm doing is taking some watered down brown, and getting it into the recesses of everything. You're correct. I don't get any kickbacks or no production. I get no money out of anything I support. The wife gets all the money. But honestly, though, I don't get nothing. I just their product speaks so much highly. Their product speaks high. I've got so many people switching to their product. And it's not because I'm telling them to. It's because they've tested it. They've seen it on stream. They've, they want something different. They want to try something different, right? They take that dive, right? And once they get into their hands and they start playing with it, of course, you have to learn how to paint. Like, again, the product is so good. You literally have to figure out, okay, how does it work? The paint goes where you want it to go. Like all of it, and so you have to kind of retrain yourself on that. Zoom out a little bit. Let's see. That's drying. Awesome. Let's just take, and I'm kind of moving every different spot because I'm letting this dry, let this dry, let this dry, let this dry, and you know, a lot of people when they stream they'll do, and they'll stop, and we'll let it dry, right, and we'll sit here and talk and drink their drinks and do nothing, do whatever. I just want to keep painting, so I try to just move around and get things painted. Let's do. Dark stone, I think is what we're gonna do. Let's see here. Let's get some of the dark stone together. Start doing the base coat on the tower itself on the top here. So I'm using a dark red, like a reddish brown. I don't know. I call it dark stone. It's it's a mix between like light umber. This is what. Yeah, there we go. I love all the colors together. Awesome. Thank you so much. I think once I start painting the shingles on the on it, it's gonna look a lot better. Like the other part of the tower. Sure, I'm painting it. Is there a shadow? No, okay. Make sure there's no shadow when I'm painting over here. I don't know what that is. At yeah, whatever that means. I don't know what that means. UEGGX? Is that like a new, is that something I should be aware of? Toddler story. Toddler story. Oh. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, the rest wanted to say hi? Oh, awesome. Hello, rest of the family of Braden, Brianna Braden's family. Now I have this pretty thin, this red brown, like a light umber. It's two of the color. It's light and dark umber, kind of mix a little bit. But I have it really watered down because I'm gonna do another coat on top of it. And this is a piece of scenery / terrain, so it is the WarScryer Citadel from Games Workshop. I'm calling it the Citadel ski, right? And I'm painting it pretty quick because it is scenery. So on certain things I don't paint as quick. By the way, I like my brush strokes. I'm not worried about messes as much. You know, I'm not looking at making this like the center piece of undauntedly perfection of colors, right? Not for me. I've never been a clean painter, ever. I like messy, I like dirt, I like it looking weathered, I like it looking used. I'm not one of those, I'm not a golden demon painter. I'm not saying that they don't do the same thing, but if they have that clean, dirty look, I just don't have that. Maybe one day. Gotta get some more lights. I need to get 2 more lights on my table to help get the color better. Like, so you get a glare. And if you don't see it, I see it, and it bugs me so much. It's okay. You gotta start small, right? You gotta start somewhere. I started with the computer and with a webcam. Now I have a webcam, I've got a camcorder, I've got a boom mic, I've got an overhead light, I've got 2 monitors, I've got a working standing table, I got amazing colors, and it's a stream deck for my buttons, so I can do things like this. Yes, I can zoom in on my face. See this face? This face? Painting, yeah, right. But that all took time, right? Trying to invest in some airbrushing. I even got other people going to stream. We're going to do some collaboration streams together. Painting, BSing. We just got to get things worked out on his end. Well, there'll be some test streams that it'll look like I say I'm online, and what we're doing is just testing how things are working. So just be aware of that. Yeah, if it's not Warhammer, if it's not grungy, yeah, right. So I'll let that dry. I'll show you. I'm gonna go grab a model so you see. There we go. That's where we're at so far. All right. So. I've been doing this a lot lately, last couple streams, just so it helps people get things in perspective. Again, I'm not a pro painter whatsoever, and I painted for a lot. So we're gonna show you some things, and I'm not ashamed of anything that I do. Right? Let's move the camera up a little bit. There we go. Right. So this will be one of the 2 models I first painted back in the day. So I'll go to this guy. So first you got the green right over some here. So you got, there we go. So you got this green and this red and the black, and then I tried to do this like crazy like scenic base with a toxic pull, a barrel, and he's chipped a lot because he's in a box, right? So that was something I painted in the beginning. And then I painted this dude. He's like a gray white. He's chipped out a lot, but like, yeah, that was first paint jobs back when I was like 17, 18, 19, that time frame, right? And then I got injured. We learned how to paint. And then now I'm painting now. And then I pull off stuff like this. So I've got. We'll start with this. You got all these skulls laying around, right? A couple mushrooms. You got a spider. And you got this guy.
Hi guys, what are you doing?
Right? So that's where I'm kind of at in my painting, right? So, you know, it's funny. That's not contrast. None of that's contrast. So the blue skin is a mix between the blue wash and the violet wash from Games Workshop, and I mixed those together and I thinned them out and got the blue skin. Then everything on there there's not one contrast paint on there. But if we're talking about colors, yes. Contrast of colors, yes. But yeah, no contrast paints. Do you have Dragon on Hand redone? Which dragon? I've had a couple. The big orc dragons that I had, those are sold. I sold those off. My zombie dragon from Creature Caster, I'm working on him slowly. What else do I got going on? And I'm working on this dude. I gotta get back into him. I got the Onslaught Berserker I'm working on slowly. I got the red right where I want it, but now I'm gonna start taking that color and using it and lighten it all up. I'm gonna actually figure out a way, right? It's all about trying to figure it out. Let's get this in focus. Come on now, focus, all right. Come on, focus, 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 focus. Focus. He's pretty close up. I don't know if he's gonna focus or not. Camera's trying. There we go. So if you look, there's a lot of detail and muscles, right? So what I'm gonna do is use this dark red as the underbelly, and then he's gonna start getting lighter and lighter and lighter. And then all the skulls, I gotta go in and I need to paint all the rivets or the chain links as well, and then do his horns. And then we got the base. So, another project. Let's see how this is drying. Oh, it's going good. Alright. So let's work right here. Hit him up real quick. Paint some more of these rocks. I had a busy day today. I was going to try to get some of this done today so we didn't have to sit here on stream watching me paint rocks. But what I'm doing is I'm taking the rock and adding some color to it. And so this is going to be washed down. So this is all going to be washed out. What's going on, man? When I get done, it'll dry, I'll wash it, and then I'll go from there. So, do some here. Do some here. Rock equals legit. How many visits can I paint? How many visit can I paint with you? When can you visit? Ah, that's probably the question, right? color. And I use my thumb a lot as a palette. Especially if the paint's still on next visit, may I paint with you? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, of course, of course. We'll just have to. We'll have to figure it out. Boom, boom, boom. Let's grab the color. Wipe it off. Here, I don't want to do that stone. That one's kind of poking out. That's all right. Let's move over. Let's do it over here a little bit. So let's do this. Add that. And we'll go right here. What's cool, since I've already got the highlights and the edging right from when I dry brush, it just helps bring out some of the details when I do this with the rocks. The highlights already formed, so it gives a nice contrast. Helps out with the detail. All right, let's go with the color. And I have not cleaned my brush off. I've been going from color to color to color, wiping it off on my thumb or on the thing. Creepy. Okay, nice, very nice. I like creepy things, I guess. Do that there. Do that there. And I don't want to make it look like a freaking superfied with colors, right? I don't want colors everywhere. Because then it's just going to look like a Jolly Rancher or something, right? Some color right in this. Hells each, yeah, right. Hells, oh my gosh. So I'll have to. So I am going to be doing and building and painting a full Silver Tower set for my daughter and her kids, so they have something to play. And so I will be painting the Zangors and the the Zangors and the all those crazy things. So you'll be able to see some Zeech love and some Goblin love ish, I guess. I don't know, like goblins are not they're still Zeech. I don't know. And then my schedule, I'll be making up my schedule for certain days. I will be doing certain things, so we get a break. Color. Yep, my art project is done. It's apart right now. If you go to my YouTube channel, I think I have it on there. One of the videos, it's on there. So we got a lot of colors going on the stone. Nice, nice, nice. I was looking for that color. Watch where I wipe some of this because I have metallics on my fingers or my finger, so I don't want to get some metallic pigments onto some of this. So let's do. Almost done with the colors. Almost done. Well, with the brick coloring, right? There's that. Let's grab some yellow. Grab some reds. Grab some greens. Clean my brush off. Let's grab some lighter red. Grab some browns. Some yellow. Get some yellow in there. Oh yeah. A little mix of some yellow and red and brown all together, kind of. I think that's good. It's not too much. Of course, it's all going to get dirtied from that to that. So let that dry for a second. Gotta clean my palette off here. Here's my palette, right? I have so many different palettes. I got a regular hard palette, circle palette, square palette, paper towels, and the thumb. You can't beat the thumb palette. I have a wet palette, but I haven't been using it much since I switched paints. So close all these paints up. And I gotta wash up my hand. Oh. So we got that. Let's play around with something here. So let's dry and let's take. I just want to show you what it's gonna look like. Tongue palette for the way. I can't stand the taste of paint. Even though I always joke around how the paint is amazing, you can eat it. It's more the soap. I like the soap more. Alright, so we're gonna take this large dry brush. I'm going to show you how I'm going to be very gentle and generous and very so we're using the bold white titanium paint from Monument Hobby. This paint you don't need. If you're going to paint white, you don't start with this. You start with the grays and you use this white as a highlight. If you're doing non-metallic silvers, you use this white as your last thing and you do like little dabs of it everywhere, right? What I'm going to use it for, just to show you how bright this is, because I'll probably have to tone it down, but I just want to show you. I'm going to do a quick dry brush. Something we've already done, right? So let's go to... Alright, so we've got this section. I got a couple, a little bit until I'm done, right? So, hopefully, let me see how much paint's on there. So much white paint. There's not a lot of white paint. I say that's a lot of paint. Alright, so dry brushing, right? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush and go one direction. Just going one direction. So, watch. Top down. Top down. Top down. Top down. Right? Just that alone, you can already see the white, what it's doing. So it's taking that dirt and it's just brightening it back up just enough so it doesn't look so just down and dirty, right? So look. So here is something I have not dry brushed. Like this is not dry brushed at all. Now this is. But then if you look, that's just the white with that light. Let's see. Here we go. No, it's right here. Gotta do it at an angle, so you can see the white on the edges just enough where there's none on this side. That helps bring it out just enough, that volume of it. So even do this to him. Top down, because weathering too, water falls down, weathering comes down, right? There you go. Bring a little bit more color back into it after I colored it up. I brought it all the way up. I dropped the color down with a wash of brown over top of it. And then I'm just bringing some of the color back just so it's like, it looks like it's been worn. And it doesn't take a lot of paint to do that, by the way. Especially dry brushing. just to bring it up, bring that value up just a little bit. After dirtying it down, when you see it, it'll just bring it back. Look at those eyes just glowing back at you, right? Look at that. Versus this. And this. Creepy. You see my brush is almost like there's hardly any paint on it. Let's see. So, but yeah. So we got that started. That's looking good. Green's working out. I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do with the rest of the stuff. A little bit of white paint on here, so I'm just gonna do this. Bam. A little nifty. Do this. The white is so potent, man. I love it. Just water on that. But yeah, that's good. We're getting close to the end of my stream, though. 4 more minutes, right? So. Clean off my brush real quick. But yeah, that is, I mean, it's just, so that's black blue. And that white is just hardly any white, and I just kind of just mess with it, dry brush it, and just, because I'm going to go back over all this, so I'm not worried about it. Like, I'm not a clean painter, so I'm just like, let's show you what this does, right? I don't have anything with actual white on it yet. Not yet. So I got this I'm working on, and then my other project I'm working on. Let me grab it before I leave. Something about this I'm not happy with, but I'm working on trying to figure it out, right? So we've got this. This is cool. This is the fragmented sword with some Bellfire green blending, yellow and green blending. Gotta do this side still. But then I've got the side. I think the side turned out a little bit better in my opinion. So we got here's his hand. We'll just do like a little that bell, that vortex, bell vortex fire, right? Turned out really well. Very impressed, by the way, on that one. But then I'm working on, pull them out, and then here's the base I'm working on. Let's zoom out real quick. So here's the base I'm working on. I gotta get it primed. And there's a circle cut in the center here. And then I've got this guy I'm working on. Death Elemental from Monument Hobbies. Or, sorry, Creature Caster. So I gotta still get working on him. This is just base coated. And then he's gonna go fit right in here. Just like this. Nice and snug. There you go. So he'll sit in that base like this. Because he's so heavy, he leans back. Just the way he leans. So with this base, when he's on there, he won't lean as much. Right? I did magnetize his arms, so the scythe goes onto his arm right here. That. So he'll look like this. Or you have the sword. Huge death elemental is what this is. So put him up real quick and we'll end up. So with that being it for tonight, guys, I am so thankful for everybody that has joined me today. Everybody, all of you people out there, all of you, thank you so much for coming in, hanging out, watching me watch myself paint things and seeing paint dry. Thank you. It's been a blast. I should be on tomorrow, 6 or 7. Just make sure, wait for the notification. I usually get on at 6, but Monument Slow Fuse was on today. He was getting done at 7, so I kind of waited an extra hour so he can get done with the stream. Because I watch his stream too, I learned a lot from him. If you scroll down, there's my Instagrams down there, my panel. Give me a follow on there. There's the Weird Knobs website there. It's the awesome Age of Sigmar communities on there. The Texas Master site. Venomous Wargaming. He streams video games. Mature. He's a veteran too. He's a Marine veteran. He streams video games on Facebook. He has a YouTube channel too. Give him a follow. And yeah, man, I appreciate everything all you beautiful people out there are doing. All the support I've been getting. Please keep it up. Please keep helping me out when you can. We made affiliation. I'm happy that stress goes off, so I can stream for hours and not have to worry about it, right? But thank you. Have yourself a great rest of the night. Get some good food. Get some sleep. Have a good day tomorrow, and I'll see all you tomorrow.